Welcome to this Enzino presentation and overview about these best-in-class products and the opportunity that's attached to it. We're going to be walking through the first half is going to be really explaining why we find ourselves in the position we are with our health today in this global scenario and what we can do about it. Many are looking just to take control and regain their choices and start their own health campaign. Many are also looking for additional opportunities that will be able to secure maybe some financial prosperity desires that they want for themselves and their family. So we really are going to be sharing with you, and hopefully you've been invited to take a look for the first, maybe the second or third time, and you're almost always welcomed to listen as often as you like to this overview. The more you see it, the more you'll see it. My background, very briefly, been a sports individual. Nutrition's always been important to me. Been a serial entrepreneur in the hospitality arena, but found myself attracted to this type of opportunity because of the idea of being able to create residual leveraged sales and lifestyle with time. I found myself in many traditional corporate positions and jobs and businesses where the businesses or careers owned me. Very clearly, I was creating a lifestyle that I was not participating in. And so when I was approached about this industry, and more importantly, this company, I was open to taking a look eventually. I got to a position in my life where maybe like you, that you're open, but there's an air of skepticism there. And that's only healthy. And so today, while you review this information, our whole goal is really to impart information to you so you can make an informed decision. So let's move forward and share with you, and the individuals invited you to take a look, thinks two things. One, they think enough of you that they want to share the potential of you being able to potentially be a customer, regain control of your own health and well-being through this test-based nutritional concept. They may even see you as a potential individual who they would like to work alongside with if you see the potential for you to be participating in this program. So let's move forward and talk about what is really at the core of the Enzino business opportunity. And that message is very simple. We want to feel good and stay fit and as healthy as we possibly can for as long as we can. But the reality at the same time is through today's environment, health-related problems are increasing beyond exponential growth than we've ever experienced before. And it's time to stop and ask why that's the case. Well, there is a saying from many years ago that Hippocrates shared is let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. But the reality of the world we live in today is no longer that way. You see, we used to eat food from the land, Mother Nature, and through that process of working the land, we used to get the vitamins, the minerals, and of course, all the micronutrients that our body required. We had healthy fats, and our body was most definitely in a good balance with our essential fatty acids, our omega-6s and omega-3s. But what's happened over the last few decades is today we eat man-made food, simply put, processed foods. And through those foods and those opportunities to take convenience foods, and our lifestyle dictates the pace that we are moving, we have less nutrition in our choices today than ever before. Very high in calories, very low in nutrition, and so very empty calories, low in fibers, less healthy fats, and it has put us in a position of our DNA that we are now out of balance. So let's take a look at that. The history of omega-6 to 3 ratio balance, which is absolutely essential for every living cell in our bodies. Now, we were born one to one. Our DNA is one to one omega-6, one omega-3. Omega-6, by the way, is inflammatory. If you ever hurt yourself and saw that redness around the wound, well, that's your body reacting and the omega-6 doing what it needs to do. We need omega-6 to protect us. Omega-3 is an anti-inflammatory, but we don't produce omega-3 naturally, so we must consume it from our diet. And as we moved from eating naturally to man-made foods, we have seen the consequences of that balance now being affected. Now, science says, and the World Health Organization state that as a optimum health, you and I should be around 3-to-1 in balance. The reality is that there is a turning point as we've moved towards processed foods and pharmaceutical medications, that the turning point has started to have dramatic effects on our well-being. The average European is now increased of their out of balance ratio to almost 15-to-1. Now, what that means is we got 15 omega-6s, which are very inflammatory, and only 1 omega-3 in ratio. That now means we are chronically inflamed. And if you've ever read the book, Let Your Food Be Your Pharmaconutrition by Dr. Paul Clayton, he has spent 5 decades showing that chronic inflammation is really at the core root of most of the things that we see today that are impacting our well-being from our immune, our gut, our brain, and our cellular level. Well, it doesn't stop there. As we go around the world and the continents, there are other market spaces that are even greater out of balance. And then we have seen 25-to-1, 40-to-1, in some cases over 60-to-1 out of balance. And many times that's in our children who have only been exposed to processed foods. So what is the conclusion of being out of balance? Well, because we lack the key nutrients to have a balanced ratio, we now find ourselves significantly out of balance. And that will reduce our brain function, our quality of our hair, skin, elasticity, joints, muscular, cellular, the list goes on. And so our cells are affected, our cellular health. See, today we're not sharing with you about aesthetic, physiology, looking fit, because fit doesn't mean healthy. And we're going to show you that through this incredible opportunity of these first all natural pharmaconutritional products, how it can affect and improve our cellular health. You see, once we become past that turning point, that 4-to-1, it reduces our function of our cells. Because every living cell, and we've got over 100 trillion of them in our bodies, each one of those has a membrane. And that membrane has to have a level of fluidity and permeability. So those nutrients that we do consume from our food, the nutrients that we add to our diet through supplements, we are all doing the right thing, but we are no longer what we eat. We are what we eat if it can be absorbed. And so if those nutrients cannot get into the cell because the membrane is out of balance, because it's got an out of balance ratio of our essential fatty acids, we now have an unhealthy cell. But the nutrients that do manage to fight their way into the cell and get absorbed, they need to be processed. And then the waste has to be dispersed. Now, if the waste comes out slowly or cannot get out of the cell because of the membrane's too hard, you're now going to have an unhealthy cell and an environment where degenerative diseases that we see today that were not around 50 to 100 years ago taking place. So we need to help our cells become healthy again. So they're soft and flexible, and the membrane is permeable to allow nutrients to get in easily and for the waste to come out as easy. And how do we do that? How do we establish that? Well, very simply, do you know if you are in or out the danger zone? We've already looked at the chronological development of our DNA ratio and how we've become out of balance because of man-made foods. So the question is no longer how do you feel, because our natural response is I feel great. Feeling great does not tell you of your cellular health. So a rhetorical question: do you know whether you are in or out of the danger zone? We know where we should be now because I've shared with you. But the reality is the majority of people that you know, including possibly yourself, are significantly out of balance and therefore have chronic inflammation, but yet unaware of it because you're not seeing the symptoms of maybe years or decades of it being underlying conditions. Do you want to find out if you are in or out of the danger zone? Well, very simply, you can take a test to find out your results. And the test laboratory that Zinzino has partnered with and sends its bloods to is a laboratory that has now done on our behalf over 500,000 balance tests worldwide. And those tests are performed by an independent laboratory. And that's important to establish and acknowledge, because Vitas, an analytical laboratory services that started its career over 25 years ago in Oslo at the University of Oslo, has now done more than 500,000 blood tests for Zinzino. But Zinzino is only a customer for them. You can see here official partners from Oxford University, King's College London, University of Oslo. The list goes on of not just the medical institutions and educational organizations, blue chip companies, sports professionals, Olympians. Zinzino is a simple customer. We just happen to have sent them over 500,000 blood tests. So what do? You take a very simple blood test, get with the individual, they'll give you a blood test to take, and you simply take a small dry blood spot, you send it off, and in that period of time of waiting for your results, you start consuming some of the Zinzino nutritional products. Now, you can manage your results very simply. You'll be able to track them via your laptop or a mobile application. And what happens is that within 3 weeks, you will get your results. But our tests have shown over the last 8 years with this test-based nutrition, the results are staggering. Look at the continents and look at the rate of the amount of individuals in those continents that are out of balance. These are people that have healthy lives. These are people that put food as a priority. They eat organic. They may be vegans. They may take additional supplements. The reality is they're only addressing what they're putting into their body. They're not addressing if what they're putting in can be absorbed. And here's what's more alarming. Only 5% of those who were tested actually were in balance. And those that were actually taking nutrition are out of balance, about 20% of those that were tested. And the big lion's share is 75% of the population who are taking no additional supplement were out of balance in excess of 15-1. So how do we fix this problem? Well, very simply, Dr. Paul Claydon, and the author of many books and 70 years young now, and spent 5 decades of his life proving that fatty acids are a vital building block of every living cell in our body, has put this incredible scientific advisory board together with some of the world's brightest minds in the field of wellness and nutrition who have developed our system for test-based nutrition. And through their formulation of products, they have shown and proven time and time again that within 120 days of being on their test-based nutritional products, that it brings our cells back into balance. Well, it takes about 120 days because that's what it takes for red blood cells to actually replace themselves. So let's take a look at some of our unique test-based formulations. This is our flagship product. It's called the Balance Oil. And why is ours significantly different? Why does it work more effectively than anything out there in a $40 billion a year market? It's because everything out there is simply fish oil. And fish oil doesn't work. Now, the omegas are what we need, but they oxidize too soon after consumption. And the reason being is that they don't have an antioxidant in its formulation called polyphenols. Our product has been added back into its formulation, polyphenols from cold pressed olives that are harvested prematurely. Now, to you and I, at that point in time when they're harvested, they are rancid to our taste. When we can actually eat olives that are pleasant, the polyphenols aren't potent. So what we've done is we've put polyphenols back in that act as a chaperone to the omega while it travels to the cellular level. We've also put other omegas in there, vitamin D3 and vitamin E, as you can see. And what our product does is it is done and taken in the dosage by our weight. Some of our products that we've now broadened the offering in our omega balance solution is a soluble version called Aqua X. This is generally used for, those who don't want to just take the oil, but like it to be put in their favorite drink to be easier consumed from children or elderly. And so we have a test-based formulation that actually blends in your favorite drink. We have the world's first vegan version, patented. Again, vegans are very high out of balance because their GLA that they have from their nutritional intake doesn't convert to the percentage that their bodies need when it comes to EPA and DHA. In fact, the average vegan that has been tested is over 20-1 out of balance. We also have the same formulation in a soft gel version. So you can have a liquid, you can have a soluble, you can have a vegan option, and you can have a soft gel version to be able to take that nutritional balance oil to bring our cells back into balance. Every one of our products are made with the highest quality and care. And you can see on the screen the certifications that we comply to, the governing bodies that we're part of, the organizations that we are members of, and some of the things about our product that are very important in today's decision making for many individuals when it comes to their health. Non-GMO, sugar-free, soy-free, gluten-free, keto-friendly. So these are very important factors, and we are the best in class in pharmaconutritional products. I touched on that other products don't work as effectively that have that A is in the market and people have been consuming for years. Just let's look at several of those. Krill oil, concentrated omega, cod liver oil. The reason that these don't work is because they are purely fish oils. When manufacturers actually produce their product, they take the fish and they naturally, through the cleansing process, they extract the metals, the plastics, but they also extract the polyphenols, and they do not put them back in. Scientists and manufacturers will tell you fish oil doesn't work, but it's a good business for them. See, where we're uniquely different is we do put the polyphenols back in because we understand that the omega-3 must be chaperoned to be able to get to the cellular health because it takes over 24 hours to get there. Every other product that people consume today will oxidize within several hours of consumption, but it takes many more hours to travel to the cellular level. So you take a test, you get on the nutritional products, and after 120 days, you take your test again. 95% of those who retest after 120 days are back in balance. So who can take these balanced products? Well, we need omega-3. Just go Google omega-3. We need it in every cycle of our life, from our development to our growth, to our adolescence, to our maturity, to the latter years. This is a product that everybody needs. Science has proven that we need it, and science has proven that we are deficient of what we need from our modern day man food diet that people are consuming today. Now, these are just some health claims that have been approved, not by us, Zinzino, but the European Food Safety Association. Of course, the big three are vitally important: normal brain function, heart function, immune function. But those categories can be broken down into some subcategories, and there's well over 145 health approved claims that are made. We're just sharing a few today with you that are majorly important. Of course, the big three, and then maybe bone density, oxidative stress, normal blood pressure, normal cell division, and the list goes on and on. So here's some of the ambassadors that presently today are consuming our product portfolio: professional Olympians, professional footballers, downhill skiers. These are people that are using the products for a number of reasons. Better health, of course, but when your body becomes back in balance and we can reduce the levels of chronic inflammation on a cellular level, you'll see significant improvement in brain clarity, recuperation, sleep, which is vitally important for all of these professional athletes. It's also important to you and I, who have to get through our day the best of our ability. So reaching our balance between omega-6 and 3 is the first step to feeling good, staying fit and healthy. So let's look at some of our other products. Everything is built around our balance oil. Now, one of the aspects that is vitally important today is our microbiome, our gut health. And we have an incredible product called Xenobiotic that is 5 fibers that are subtly blended and slowly released into every one of our chamber of our gut, our colon, and release different timings. Why? Because there's different bacteria in each colon chamber. Today, our gut health is out of control. The conditions that we see today are related to generally what's going on in our gut. And very simply, our bad bacteria, our gram negatives, have outgrown our gram positives, our good bacteria. And ours is a prebiotic. This is food that is put into the gut to help the good bacteria that's already in there to get stronger, to get bolder, to fight against the bad bacteria. Within a matter of days, you will start to feel a difference. It's a dietary fiber blend. It improves our microbiome and it helps us with many aspects of our gut health. We have a multivitamin product called Extend Plus. It's a multi-immune food supplement. Now, this is the brainchild of Dr. Paul Clayton. This is his baby. It has beta glucans in it. It helps us with our energy levels, improves our bone and joint functions, and it helps to contribute towards our immune system. One of our products called Product Plus is really our ultimate immune product supplement. It has additional beta glucans, ones and sixes that are in there, ones and threes that are vitally important to build our immune system. It's a unique beta glucan blend that's unlike anything else out in the market. And once again, it's the next generation of test-based nutrition. We are the world's first all natural pharmaco-nutritional product. The reason we can say that is there's many good companies out there with good products who use natural ingredients, but by the time they formulate the product, they've added synthetics and their finished product is not 100% natural. We use absolutely no synthetics. We are the best in class and the #1 test-based nutritional company out there. We have an incredible product using nootropic food supplement ingredients, a product called Afron, which is patented. We call it our Live Happy pill. It helps with great sleep. It helps with a mood lift, and we call that the spa for the mind. This is an incredible product when today many people are being medicated for scenarios they're experiencing, when really if we could address at the core level, instead of medicating symptoms, we can help put pharmaco-nutritional food back into our bodies to address the core issues. And so what we are very proud of is we have a very simple 3-step process with our products. 1, to get you back into balance, adjust your body's omega levels and support your normal heart and brain function. 2, help to restore your gut and stay healthy, and it contributes to the balanced cholesterol levels in your body. And 3, which is really important, boost your immune system that will protect you through times of uncertainty. We call this our protocol offering to our customers. And you, of course, can add any additional product that we have in our product portfolio, maybe add Aviva for better sleep and better mood. And we have much more you can actually explore with. We have some weight control products, maybe to lose some body mass, maybe to build some lean muscle, maybe just be on a maintenance program. We have an incredible weight program as well. And we have some of the best, if I can biasly say, the best skin serum in the industry. We don't call it skin serum, we call it food for the skin. It hydrates our skin and improves the elasticity, and it reduces fine lines and wrinkles. But when taken in conjunction with the balance oil that works on the cellular layer from the inside out, but we apply the skin serum as food to the skin dermatology wise and feed the skin from the outside in, we have shown through testing that within 60 days that the elasticity of your skin is improved by 37% just within 60 days. Well, the company started its career 15 years ago as a coffee company. Today, due to an ill health of the founder 8 years ago, where he experienced his own food intolerance issue, was given a bottle of the balance oil. So Zinzino did not create the balance oil. It was a small company where Dr. Paul Clayton was creating some formulations of his own, and he had a vision of helping people regain their health. But within a few months of taking this product, after a couple of years of absolute agony, the founder's food intolerance issue had disappeared. Impressed with the product, they eventually bought the company. And that's where everything changed 8 years ago when the founder then switched from coffee, which is still available in some of the original markets, but their whole message now is test-based nutrition and health and wellness. So how do we turn this into an opportunity? If you just want to be a customer and take advantage of those products, please get back with the individual. They'll happily set you up on your own health campaign, and they'll look forward to helping you get tested, start consuming those nutritional products, and see the results that you'll experience in 120 days. But if you're a business entrepreneur, if you're looking for an opportunity to be part of a wellness aspect, then continue watching. Zinzino offers a business potential unlike anything we've ever seen. It's a worldwide growing company. In the last 15 years, they have now opened in 37 markets, and many more are coming over the next year or two. They are publicly traded. You can actually go see their stock options and their values. And since the last 12 months, 2019 to 2020, they have exceeded over 50% in annual growth and now are officially in hyper growth. There is no details that have been left unturned. We are totally transparent. You have access to annual reports, and you'll see that if you're going to make a business decision, you want a business that is not a startup company. You want a business that has been around for a period of time, that has absolute results, that you can see where they've come from, where they are presently, and where are they heading. And where are they heading? Very simply, we are part of a mega trend in the wellness industry. Why is that the case? Well, because we've chosen the route to market to be direct to consumer. So let's take a quick look at where most people purchase goods, services, products, as they have done for decades, and their families have done exactly the same, is that something is made or created by a traditional manufacturer, and it has to move through the chains of hands of warehouses and distributors and marketeers and advertising agents and retail outlets and overheads and upkeeps. We still buy the same product that was manufactured, but the cost of that product has increased dramatically because everybody else has taken a piece of that profit. In direct sales, we cut out the middleman. You become the messenger. You connect the consumer to the direct manufacturer without any overheads, and you get remunerated by generating a commission. You take 50% or more of the retail price, and we put it into a marketing plan that rewards you for connecting the consumer with the director. And test-based nutrition is a global trend. You look at anything right now that has always been a trend that becomes mainstream, there's certain phases it must go through. In fact, there's over 500 million people today that are taking omega-3 products, and we've tested less than 0.2%. Here's what's alarming. 97% of those that we have tested have failed the test, and they're taking omega-3 products. So we are at the stage where we are the innovators of test-based nutrition, but we've got absolute data that will show that over the next 20, 30 years, what is existing right now, a $40 billion market space, will be a $200 billion market space in the next 30 years. As an entrepreneur, it's about recognizing that timing, bringing a legitimate solution to a global issue, and validate it with independent evidence with an independent blood test. So how do you get started in your business? Very simply, you have the opportunity of owning your own e-commerce wellness website. You're going to invest in a startup bundle, a partner kit, and we have 3 options, and choose the option that matches your financial position. But I want to share and guide you to understanding the advantage from a business perspective of our Ultimate Pack. Very simply, it's going to enable you to purchase a pack around 950 euros, 850 pounds, but you're going to have well over 2,000 pounds worth of product in there. You're going to have 10 blood tests so we can help you go and get your first few customers. But here's what's neat. When working with alongside the individual who recommended you and the team of support, and they're going to be very supportive and a strong infrastructure for you, within 12 months, by the 12th month, long as we've helped you get 25 product users on the product, not in the business, product subscriptions, in the 13th month, you will get a full refund on your investment. See, the company doesn't want to make money on you joining the business, but they want to incentivize you to go and keep your focus on the real business, real customers. But in October, we have a double loyalty refund. That still applies. Get 25 subscriptions by month 12. You're in the 13th month, you'll get your refund of your full investment. But as soon as you hit 25 subscriptions, product users, in the next month, they're going to give you another ultimate pack worth 900 euros, 850 pounds, that you can resell and earn over 2,000 pounds in retail profit. Imagine a business that allows you to threefold your return before you even start building a team on real customers. Now, moving forward, as you start to develop your business, there is an ongoing overhead, and it's around 60, 70 pounds a month. My business as a restaurateur, 90 staff, nine staff, I should say, 90-seater restaurant, my overheads were tens of thousands a month before I even made profit. Here, you have an access to your own franchise, an online web shop. To run that web shop, you need mobile applications. You need a back office. You need a CRM package. You need replicated websites. That is all been bundled, and you also get the choice of a product of your choice each month. And that is all for 60 to 70 euros, 60 pounds a month. Now, here's what's neat. When you get 10 product subscriptions personally into your customer base, your monthly overhead is waived and you only pay for the shipping of the product. And the great thing about it is that our products can be free for customers and partners. It's very simply be on auto order of your favorite Zinzino product, refer 4 friends who purchase the Zinzino product as well, greater than yours or greater than what you're purchasing, produce a volume at least 4 times the value of your own order, and they simply pay the shipping of their own products. So now, without jeopardizing your primary income, your traditional business, your life as it is, why not start a part-time business, work from home, and choose who you want to work with? And over time, 3, 4, 6, 12 months, 2, 3 years now, create a residual income. So let's take that look at how that can happen. Very simply, get in business. For your customers, don't change, share the products with them. To build a team, don't change, personally grow, develop the best version of you, but don't change your personality, and share the business with others. And there's 10 ways of making money, and so you can get remunerated. Smart Bronze is the very first building block. And so I'm going to take you through now your first 60 days of being focused. There's you've bought your e-commerce franchise web shop, you've got access to these incredible products, you've got logistics, drop-in shipping, the products to your consumers around the world. And first thing we're going to do in the first 30 days is help you get 4 product users, 4 subscriptions, not business people, people that are on the product. Well, when you do that, there's a number of things that happen, but we call that Smart Bronze. And you're going to be rewarded with around 200 euros, about 180 pounds in a fast start bonus. But it unlocks your mentorship bonus. It makes you active as a franchisee. The person who invited you will explain a little bit further on those aspects. I just want to show you the very simple building steps or building blocks of your first 30 days. Now, we're going to help you go share the business with other individuals that may be looking, may want to build some financial security, love the idea of being part of a mega trend. They've seen the evidence and they've actually bought into that this is paramount to one and another's health and well-being. They've got excited about their reason. So let's help you now introduce 4 people, 4 franchisees who buy their own e-commerce web shop, but they are connected to you. You do that within the first 30 days, working with the person who invited you and the team of support, and you're going to be called a fast silver. You're going to earn another 200 euros, about another 180 pounds. So in the first 30 days, you haven't set the world on fire, but you've got 4 people on the product as a customer. You've got 4 people that have joined your venture, and 2 things have happened here. Your belief that it works from a customer perspective, and a belief that you can join partnerships with you in your venture, and you've been remunerated nearly 50% of your initial investment. Well, you remember those 4 subscriptions in your first 30 days? Well, in the next 30 days, so 60 days in total, let's go add another 6 subscriptions to that. And we call that X Team Express. So you've gone 4 subscriptions in your first month, 4 partners in your first month. The second month, you've added 6 more subscriptions to the 4, so you've now got 10 in total. We call that Fast Silver. You're going to make another estimated 300 euros, about 280 pounds. So approximately you would have made with your retail commissions, your team bonuses, and your fast start commissions, you're going to have made around 700 to 800 pounds in fast start commissions. Now you invested 856 in your ultimate pack. You've got 800 pound back in 2 months of fast start commissions. You've got 10 subscriptions towards your 25, and we've still got 10 more months to get 15 more subscriptions to get a full refund on your investment. That is an exciting opportunity. So you can move through our career ladder simply by gathering subscriptions. And some people choose to do that. Some choose to not only do that, but also build a team. But let's take a look at the career ladder of gathering customers. Well, when you get 25 subscriptions that are connected to you directly, you're going to be called a team, and you're going to make retail commission about 20% on those new retail sales. But you're going to also unlock an element of the compensation plan called RCB. Somebody else will be able to explain that for you again through your question and answer session that you will have after reviewing this information. When you get to Pro Team, you've got 50 subscriptions, your retail commission is going to grow to 25%. And you're going to receive an ongoing monthly customer bonus. Get 100 subscriptions, you can see there the percentage of the retail grows to 30%, which is where we max out. So you can earn between 10 and 30% on per customer subscriptions. But when you get to Top Team and you have 100 subscriptions, remember, subscriptions could be, I could be your customer and I could be on one product. I'd be one subscription. I could be your customer and I could be on the protocol. Remember that balance, that restore, and that build, those 3 products. Well, I'm one customer, but I'm 3 subscriptions. So to hit Top Team with 100 subscriptions, you may only need 30 or 35 customers on the protocol. Congratulations, you're going to make several hundred euros a month residual commission, and you're also going to be qualified for a one-time bonus of 10,000 euros divided over 24 months. Now let's go one step further. You get 200 subscriptions. You're now going to be qualified for a 5-star luxurious trip around the world every year. Now, this is what's neat about the career customer ladder. It's not that you have to get 100 new or 200 new subscriptions every month. These are subscriptions. So once you get to 200 subscriptions and maintain it, if 1 or 2 come off the product, just replace 1 or 2. It's not get 200 every month. It's about get to 200 subscriptions that are residual orders every month, and you qualify for that 5-star annual holiday. So now let's look about building a team. Very simply, that silver rank of go get your 4 subscriptions, your 4 partners, and your 10 subscriptions is the key to building your business. It's what duplicates. Remember this, it's not what works for you, it's what duplicates for others. Many talented ability individuals never really get a business going because they try to do it their way. Now, they may experience a little bit of success, but what they do isn't duplicatable. Remember, this is a franchise. This is a people franchise. You own an e-commerce web shop. If you want to build it successfully, learn from those who know how to build, who are willing to teach you how to build the correct foundation, because that is the key to you building your business. So you've got your 4 subscriptions, you've got your 4 partners, and you've got your 10 subscriptions in total. We call that silver. Well, very simply now, let's go and help 4 people that you know go silver. Maybe 2 in your left team, maybe 2 in your right team. You're now called an executive. No one's done anything different than do 4, 4, 10. You're going to make around £700 a month, including a phone bonus, 700 euros. So you're not, again, setting the world on fire, but you've made a great mortgage payment without jeopardizing your primary income, your conventional business. You've just added this to your income stream. Well, let's go and help those 4 silvers go executive. You're called a diamond. See, diamond was going to generate you anything between £3,000 and £4,000 a month in income. What exciting here is by working as a team, you can do this part-time. You do not have to risk anything. You just need to carve out windows of time, work as a team, learn how to build the basics, and leverage one another, leverage their skills, leverage their time, and leverage their experience. Do not try doing this on your own until you know how the system works effectively. But you can go diamond without doing anything that jeopardizes other primary incomes that you have. Now go help 4 people go diamond, and they could be anywhere, as you can see, in the depth of your organization. 4 people that go diamond, and here's the great news, you don't even have to personally enroll them as long as they're on your team. They could be from other people that you put in, could be from other people who put people onto your team. Well, simply help 4 people go diamond, you'll be a crown. The average crown will make in excess of 12,000 euros, 11,000 pounds a month. But let's stop there, because a lot of people, they have a glass ceiling on their income, and their limited belief is of that glass ceiling because they've fallen into the trap of working hard, making X. How can you make significantly more? Because I don't understand. But they are not leveraging a duplicatable system. They are simply exchanging linear time for money. Here, this is an e-commerce franchise allowing people to replicate and leverage sales. Crown is not even halfway up the recognition compensation, and yet that is life-changing for many. So as we wrap this up, it's important that you understand that business is all about timing. Zinzino's 15 years old, and when they started, had 0 customers on the balance oil. Today, they have over 330,000 monthly subscribers. Only a year ago, 2019, where they were around 180,000 customers. So almost doubled in 12 months. By 2025, the vision of the company is to have 1 million customers. We look like we're going to be doing that a couple of years earlier than our target date. 2035, we want 20 million. By 2050, 100 million. So if you recognize that where we are today is the perfect timing. This is not a startup company, it's 15 years old, publicly traded, financially stable, has a product that can be validated independently. It's a leader in the mega trend. It's the #1 all natural test-based nutritional pharmaco-nutritional product out there in the market. Things couldn't be more perfect. All you need to bring to the table is your desire, your coachability, and wanting to be part of something that is about to happen. So as we bring closure, do you want to become a Zinzino partner? Be part of something that's significant, get back with the individual there, help you, show you, select the package that meets your finances. If you want to just be a customer, get back with that individual and they'll be more than happy to help you kickstart your health campaign and get you onto the road of coming back into balance. Hopefully that was of interest to you, a benefit to you, and I would encourage you to get back with the individual and get any questions you may have answered so you can make an informed decision that's best for your health and your finances.